besties, how are you doing? It's day 2 on Saturday in Canada, and this is us getting ready to go on a bus, the tour bus that we had booked the night before at the hotel. You just pay about $5 and you have that booked, and then you come pay the rest of the cash at the offices that were right behind uh, us in that photo. And of course, we had to get a Tim Horton. The coffee is really good. It's kind of what we have here for in Dunkin's Donuts. So that was my breakfast actually. And then we got on this tour bus where we met a very funny guide called Michelle. Very funny guy. And let me know if you want a compilation of the tour, of the city bus tour with Michelle. It was very windy, but you can actually hear most of what he says. And it was actually very informative, very educative, and also very humorous. We did get on the bus the next day just to go to a different area and walk on that part of the city. Uh, and just view, but on the ground, not on the tour bus, and it's quite a different experience. Happy just wanted to see for me to see most of these places because he has been here on a school tour, but you know, to be the guide to take a loved one somewhere is just a different experience. So this is Montreal, you guys, and it has a nice rich history. The guy did say that on that particular Saturday, Montreal was celebrating 300 years of existence. Then he said it was 381. Look, that is Michelle. We laughed and laughed on this tour, but it was really good. So the aim of this tour is to take you around, get you to learn some things about Montreal, the history that they cherish, like the fact that the Queen Elizabeth spent a night on one of the hotels there. The hotel is called Queen Elizabeth, and shows you also where Celine Dion, one of the most celebrated singers or musicians, did her wedding. And then it takes you all the way to just some historical sites, one of the biggest cemeteries, shows you the colleges in the city, and also like it's takes you just way up on the hill where you can take photos. You can actually hike to the place, 15 minutes hike, or stay on the bus until it goes to the topmost point. And from that, it's called I'm sorry, it's called Montreal. That's where you can view the city and perhaps take photos. But you can also do it from the bus, but there's a different area you can actually hike for 15 minutes. You see, you can take photos from there because you're able to just view the city from there. So it's really worth it to get onto these buses, because he also talks about the city, the like the living spaces, the places you can rent, and has a good idea of how much rent is at this place. Like, I think it's worth it whenever you go to a new city to just explore and, you know, get the kind of feel from the locals and the people who really know the history and love the city, because it gives you, you know, like just a different vibe and different attitude about the city itself. I was also glad to see how many people just toured year in, year out, especially older couples. Of course, you don't want to do this when you're very old, right? But it's when time allows you do it, and you be grateful for that. So people are always traveling and touring, even when you don't. So whenever you get a chance, it's good to just do it, right? Okay, so this is what we did on the second day. And then once we were done with this, we just went and changed our shoes and got on the subway. Up ahead, you'll just see us getting on the subway. And we took like 2 trains to the area we wanted to go. It is actually just on the other side, to see like the bridge we passed on the way to the inner city. and just roam around there and see different things, get into the biosphere where they display different things, different scientific. Actually, it's all about botany in the biosphere. So the idea is to ultimately get on this mountain so you can see the site of the city. Of course, it's much more clearer, and if I had like better lenses, I would show you better, clearer images. But I was using my phone, and here we go. After that trip, that tour bus, it took 2 hours. We got on the subway, kuna kupumzika. We were on a roll because I wanted to see all these things, and it was a break in my schedule. Very nice break, if I say so myself. And so the idea is just to get a ticket. It was a weekend pass. We expected that we would come here on the next day. So this is just Saturday, and we got a pass for the whole weekend. If we knew that we were not going to do it on Sunday, we would have gotten for one day or give someone else at the end of the tour. But this is it. You get a card. It allows you to pass those metallic bars or the security area, and then you get on the map and see where you want to go. They have marked it with different color codes. So for us, it was getting on the yellow line as marked on the map, and then the green. So we are going to a place called Berry Quam, or Berry University of Quebec. But this particular one that's coming right now, okay, so this was the one on the other side, but we were waiting for one to show up just then, right after this. This one goes away. It takes about 2 minutes. So we're taking our subway from Peel, that's the street, and in here you can access so many places, so many malls. It's underground, but they make it easy for when the weather is bad. You can still shop, you can still go to school. You just access the subway and get into your classes. Really quite nice. These things are noisy when you just always know when one is coming. Yeah, so this is the one we are taking. You can see the yellow line, and we take this to connect with another to Berry Quam. And okay, so in chini like the college. So as soon as it's leaving the station, it lets you know where the next stop will be. And it was, the announcements were in French, as you could hear, Station McGill. Was just interesting to me. So after 2 stops, we get off and we get into another one, and that will take us to the upper side. To go, business is very well supported here. You can just tell, yeah. So I'm sure they're doing this in so many cities, so many places, just facilitating things to make it easier for business people and all of that, so that nobody in whatever field you are suffers inconvenience. So this is just the station, and we will get into another train here. Look at that artwork. It's amazing, isn't it? So this particular station is like on a lower level. So this is where we got into the train, as you can see, Berry Quam, and that's the yellow. That was the destination in order to connect to a different area, and this is where we were going. As soon as we came out of that, it's a smaller like station, the metro. As soon as we came out, you see all this is a park. You can see the speakers over there. They were blasting music. Had to find a washroom to use immediately. And then after that, we go to various places along the harbor. You can see from a part of this area, a section of this area, there's a huge, you see there? That's like a park where they have events every now and then. There's always something going on in this city. The kiosk where you can buy, they have like food outlets, tickets selling, all of that. So from here we are headed to the biosphere, and we'll just pass music on the park. We're not very huge plant enthusiasts, I'm a botany enthusiast, but it's good to have a little knowledge, see some pictures, see the display and all of that. And we'll just go through the building to the other side and go around where the amusement park is. That's also the area where you see the bridge. It's like the whole time you're under the bridge or under the bridge area. Very interesting to see. So yeah, we go to the biosphere and then we pass through to the other side. So I've had it in my head that there's a lab inside biosphere. I don't know if there is or not, but anyway, that's the definition, and that's what they do there. It's a museum. It's a science museum that deals with just nature. Anyway, so we went through and came to this side of the park. So from here, you can get the metro bus to take you to the amusement park, but we decided to walk all the way. This is it. It's called La Ronde. We decided not to get inside because I don't even know why, but we knew we weren't going on the swings. And this was just the first day of us touring. The next day we went to the harbor, to the real harbors, to the side where like there's a real harbor, and yeah, that's mostly what we did. And from here we took the bus back. The bus is also metro, like it's the same, under the same company and all that. So the La Ronde is a huge amusement park. You can go on the swings, all of that. But we were mostly interested to just see around the bridge and walk back where we could see the city from somewhere high up. And so that was interesting to us. So we took the bus to and went just on a higher level to see the city. And this is us waiting for right back. Wow, it was worth it. Hizi ni stand za nini?
Space. Sekundu aliens zinafaa kulanda.
Oh, so I will show you much of day 2, but we went to the market looking for four items, and we actually found that the market where tourists buy is actually expensive on this street actually. But then we went to the harbor. We saw this IMAX company, one of the biggest IMAX theaters, and this was the other side of the amusement park. Yeah, and this is where I'm going to stop. Bye-bye.